Hello, and this is a video on this tube amplifier I built. It's really rubbish and it's not very good. It's not very powerful, but I'm not an expert on these. I thought I'd try it out and show you what it's like. I tried it with a 12 AUX7. No, 12 AU7. I think it's 12 AU7. But here's the diagram. I'll probably put that there. Open the curtain. One triode there, one triode there. That's a 2K resistor. That's a 50K. That's a 1 microfarad capacitor. That's a 33K. That's a 50K. That's a second triode. That's a 1 mega ohm resistor. That's a 10K resistor. That's a 220 nanofarad capacitor. That's also 0.22 microfarads. And then you've got the input audio. B plus is 240 volts, and it works with anything from 100 to 200 volts really. I'm using 240. That's output, that's ground. Oh, and there's a 100 microfarad capacitor there. So there's the circuit. This is the tube I'm using. 12 AU7, yeah, there we go. And it could also be a ECC82 CV491. You can see there, I've got that power supply running. I've also got the power supply charging that battery, and I've got my alligator clips hooked up to there from the solar panel over there. And then there's the tube. It's powering the filaments. This tube amplifier is only good for like a headphone amplifier or something, but then it's not really good for a headphone amplifier because it needs 200 volts DC to run it. So yeah, I'm going to turn this on. Voltage is over there. Oh, and there's a dodgy connection on the bottom somewhere. But yeah, you can tell that it's a half decent amplifier because, like, you can tell that it's not just taking the signal in from there and putting it out there and not putting out a bigger signal. You can tell it's making the signal bigger because just a minute. Stupid connection. Can you hear that? I'll turn this power supply off. But yeah, I've got a half-wave rectifier and a capacitor from a TV that's rated at 400 volts. Then there's a step-down transformer, 240 to 12 volts. Then there's 12 volts to 240, and just 240, 12, back to 240 with this one, and they're not very warm really, but yeah, there's a bit of interference. There's less interference when you put a resistor on it. Resistor on the input. On the 200 volt input, I've got a 5 kilo ohm resistor there. But yeah, it works really well. That's about it. I'm going to try another tube now. I just thought I'd show you this one because it's running a bit louder now. It's a little bit louder than the last time, I think. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. This is on the input of that transformer, by the way. Oh, by the way, I think I might be I'm going to replace this wire, 240 volts mains in. I'm going to replace that with a blue wire, because that's the colour code for 240 volts, and then this one coming out here and here. Hopefully I'll get red, because that's for 415 volts, and you're not going to put like a blue one, because I wouldn't put a blue one, because then that says there's like 240 volts there, where it could be anywhere from 0 to 270. So I'll either put a blue one here and modify the variac, like I think Photon did it. He put a block of acrylic, and so no, it wasn't a block of acrylic, it was a block of nylon, so you can only turn it up to line voltage, which was a good idea. This amplifier's dodgy. Right, you could hear the capacitor discharging. Takes a while. That takes a long time. Never mind, I'm just going to replace that valve and try a different one. I'm going to try this one. There. ECC88. Oh, by the way, as well, I've got a dog, and I've had to put a gate. I've had to put a gate there. So this sucks. Come on. Lily. Oh, this tube doesn't like it. Got it hooked up exactly the same. It's the same diagram tube. Power on. It's arcing inside and the speaker's crackling. I'll crank it up a bit. Right, that's the line voltage input to that. You can see the filaments. Now you can see the arcing. Might just leave that for a while. Oh, it farted. Nothing's happening now. It's normal temperature for a valve at the moment. So yeah, that sucks. But it's still got a vacuum in it. So yeah, I've had all those resistors out trying to get the right one. Plug that transformer in now. That power supply just down there. Gonna put some wood over the top of that, or acrylic. It's a bit safer, but yeah. Made this coil gun. It's the guts all over the floor. There's a IGBT, the last IGBT I've got, because they all blew up in that fall bridge over there, and I got something new in the post from got it from Hong Kong. Yes, Hong Kong or something, but they all came in this bag. All 10 of them was in this bag. What bag should have it been in? It should have been in one of these bags, anti-static bag. So it's supposed to be in that. It was in that, all 10 of them, all together. When I ordered the IGBTs, each one was separately in its own bag, and all 10 of them was in there. And there's what's more, yeah, second hand, but that doesn't really bother me. But one of these 10 IRF P460 RFP460s, one of them is blown. One of them is shorted out, and I'm not very happy with that. And it was shorted out when I got it in the post, so it was their fault, but I'm still happy with it. I still need to contact the seller. Here you can see there's enough there. I'm going to try to do this. Yeah, there's a little loose connection here on the coil. You can see when I press that button, the module thing, I forgot what it was, triac, it's not triac, but never mind, it triggered. SCR, that's it, it triggered, but not properly, it didn't do its job properly. Let's put something in it now. It's quite boring though, because I lost the proper projectile that I spent ages making. I got a nail that fit exactly in that barrel, and I put it in the vise, smoothed it down, and made a rounded edge. I didn't do a pointed edge, because then if I hit something like concrete, then it would just, like, the tip would bend over and it'd be all crinkled up and uneven. So I did a rounded at that tip, and that was quite rubbish. Well, actually, it was excellent. It went through cans and stuff. Went all the way through, went in one side and out the other side of the can. Yeah. Oh, by the way, my dad drunk that. And that. And that. I drunk that, my mate drunk that. I drunk that. I drunk that. I wouldn't have drunk that. Right, I think that's charged. Here we go. Is that aimed properly? Here we go. It bounced off the can, went over there. It's basically a failure, but at least the charging circuit works really well. Yeah. Might put that can there, have another go at shooting it, see if I can make that can fall over. But I'm gonna get something, the meter. I'm gonna get a multimeter on that so I can see the voltage on that capacitor, because I don't want to go over 500. Alright. Whoops. Connection came off. Damn you. Damn you, 495. There we go. Magic number. Press the magic button. Wait, push the projectile in properly. 500 into that coil. That was a little bit better. I need to fix that connection, but next video I'll probably have these, or 4 of these, in that, making a little purple streamer at the top, because that's what I did last time with the IGBTs and they blew. But yeah, I'm going to do this properly now, and because last time I got the fluorescent tubes and that lit up from quite a way away and it was pretty cool, but it wasn't, it was, I'd call it pathetic, I'd call it completely pathetic for the size of that coil, but it was really nice, because it was like silent, but still got a nice little streamer at the top, and it got way affected when you went close to it. But yeah, also one more thing, the last thing, I've got this motor attached to a supercapacitor. This supercapacitor lasts absolutely ages. It's 2.3 volts, and there's a lithium battery there from my phone. Gotta be careful with these. It's from my iPhone. Just gonna put that there on the edge. Marked it for a reason. Now I'm gonna charge it up. That capacitor lasts ages. Just leave it there running for ages. But it runs LEDs as well. It runs LEDs for absolutely ages as well. And I ran it the other night, and it lasts absolutely ages, like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Well, fling a capacitor about. These capacitors have quite a lot of discharge current though. Like, I put a little wire across it from an LED, it made it glow red for a tiny little bit. But yeah, I'm going to be getting some capacitors, some supercapacitors, a little bit bigger than this, hopefully. It's 10 farads as well, by the way. Okay, so I'll leave on that, and sorry this video is so long and boring, but I'm sorry I haven't made video in ages. See you in the next video.